You may think you're just one person, just another face in the crowd, but what if I told you you could be the spark that ignites a revolution? The sun rose like any other day over the quiet town of Gray Shade. Nestled between wooded hills and whispering rivers, it was the kind of place no one ever really noticed on a map. The people were humble: grocers, bakers, teachers, and janitors, living slow, unremarkable lives. Among them was Elena Ward, a single mother of two and night shift waitress at Ruby's Diner. Her dreams of being a journalist had long been replaced by bills, long hours, and the weight of survival. Then there was Malik Dawson, a high school janitor and former Army medic, quiet and brooding, with a limp that whispered stories he never told. And finally, Ravi Patel, a nerdy computer repairman with a stutter and a passion for science fiction. Three people, average in every way, invisible to the world. Gray Shade was their cocoon until the world started to change. It began slowly. First, the power grid grew unstable. Then came curfews, enforced by a new corporate security force called Virex Corp, which had partnered with the government to keep people safe. Elena noticed strange disappearances. Journalists silenced, teachers fired for asking questions, books vanishing from libraries. Even Ravi's tech shop was raided when he refused to install a Virex surveillance chip in customers' phones. People were scared. They stayed silent. Even Malik kept his head down, muttering, "Not again," as he swept empty hallways. Elena tried to speak up on a local blog post. It was taken down in minutes. Her diner was inspected the next day. The message was clear: obey or disappear. But something inside her stirred. The same for Ravi and even Malik. They were tired of being afraid, tired of feeling powerless. One night, as Elena walked home through an alley behind Ruby's, she noticed a flickering light behind a dumpster. There, half buried in trash, was a tiny device. Curious, she took it to Ravi. He examined it, eyes wide. "This is not Virex tech," he whispered. "It's open source, decentralized, anonymous. Someone built this to resist." After days of tinkering, Ravi activated it. Suddenly, a holographic interface projected into the room. A voice spoke, "If you found this, then you're looking for truth. We are the Echo, and you are not alone." The message revealed a network of underground resistors, coders, medics, ex-military, students, all working to expose Virex's plans. The Echo offered knowledge, training, and support for anyone ready to fight back. Elena's heart raced. "We can't do this alone," she said. "We won't," Ravi replied. The trio met in secret for weeks, learning encryption, counter-surveillance, basic self-defense, and gathering data. Malik used his military contacts to uncover that Virex had developed Project Signal, a satellite-based system capable of mass mind manipulation via digital frequencies. Their plan, Malik said grimly, is not control, it's obedience. Permanent, thoughtless obedience. They needed proof. They needed to expose Virex before Project Signal launched. The countdown was 6 weeks. And so, the journey began. No training, no backing, no special powers, just a waitress, a janitor, and a computer nerd. They faced dangers from the start. Elena was followed by strange black cars. Ravi's house was broken into, his equipment smashed, his dog poisoned. Malik was nearly arrested after being caught sneaking into a Virex checkpoint, pretending to fix a maintenance panel. But they adapted. Elena posed as a food courier to sneak into Virex's lower tech labs. Ravi used library terminals to bounce messages through global nodes. Malik recruited a few former medics and veterans, calling them the custodians. Then came a breakthrough. A map of Virex's main server vault, hidden under the Gray Shade Dam. But accessing it required biometric scans, voice codes, and distraction on a massive scale. With 1 week left, the Echo sent a final encrypted message. Project Signal launches at 03 a.m. on Sunday. If it activates, there will be no resistance. You are our only shot. The plan was clear: create a citywide blackout using Ravi's virus, infiltrate the dam using stolen Virex credentials, and upload the truth, Virex's files, experiments, and the real function of Project Signal to every screen in the country. They knew Virex would retaliate with full force. They had one chance, one night, and no backup. The night of the operation, everything went wrong. The virus worked, but too well. The blackout triggered emergency lockdowns, roads closed, bridges sealed. Elena barely got past the last checkpoint before her forged ID failed. Malik was injured. He radioed, "Go without me." Ravi made it to the dam, but the system was rigged with an AI firewall, something even he couldn't craft enough. Virex agents closed in. Elena reached Ravi in time, but they were trapped in the server room, no exit, no way to upload the files. "I can't do this," Ravi choked. "We're just nobodies." Elena's voice trembled but was firm. "No, that's exactly why we have to, because if nobodies like us don't, who will?" And then click. A soft hum from Ravi's pocket. The original device Alina found, it reactivated. A secret root key hidden in its code. Ravi's fingers danced. The AI firewall slowed. The upload bar blinked. 10%, 25%, 70%. Malik wired a homemade EMP bomb with shaking hands. Let's give them a blackout they'll never forget, he muttered. He triggered it. Virex's communications went dark. Back at the dam, the upload hit 100%. At 3:04 a.m., every screen, phone, and digital billboard in the country lit up. Images of Virex's secret labs, test subjects, brain manipulation experiments, political corruption, the launch countdown of Project Signal, and the voices of Elena, Ravi, and Malik telling their story. The nation exploded. Protests, investigations, resignations. Virex was dismantled within weeks. Leaders were arrested, whistleblowers protected, and Gray Shade? It became a symbol of hope. Alina received a journalism award for exposing the truth, her words printed on every major publication in the world. She now ran a foundation for underground media voices. Ravi opened a secure tech firm, training everyday citizens to protect their privacy and fight surveillance. Malik? He finally told his story of wars fought and friends lost. He recovered, became a mentor for at-risk youth, teaching them how to fight battles with more than just fists. They were no longer invisible. They were warriors of the people. Years later, a statue stood in Grayshade's town square. Not of soldiers or presidents, but of 3 ordinary people. One holding a tray, one holding a mop, and one holding a keyboard. At its base, it read, "In the hands of the ordinary lies the power of the extraordinary." And so the town thrived. Free, aware, and unafraid. You don't need to be powerful to make a difference. You just need to be brave enough to care. The world changes not when heroes rise, but when ordinary people refuse to stay silent. So ask yourself, what story will you write? Do like, share, and subscribe, and also share your thoughts below.